There are a lot of mistakes both beginners and experienced fish farmers make when they are selling out their fish. Personally, I have made some of these mistakes and I have seen other farmers make some of these mistakes. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 7 mistakes you have to avoid when you're going to sell out your fish. This will help you maximize your profits. If you are new to this channel, my name is Abdulaziz Issa. All we do in this channel is to share fish farming tips based on our experience and research. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so. And let's move in details. The first thing we have to note is that selling without sorting your fish is one of the biggest mistakes a lot of beginners make. What does that mean? Let's break it down. Sorting is the process of selecting and grouping your fish according to their sizes and other characteristics. But in this case, we're talking about sizes because we assume that we are rearing either catfish or tilapia. And this is more important in catfish. So as the fish grow, they don't grow in uniform. They don't grow in the same size. You have some growing bigger and some growing smaller. So if you don't always sort your fish, some will mature and ready for market, whilst others are still smaller. And if you don't separate them according to the bigger size and the smaller size, and you are going to sell all of them at once, then you are not going to make much profit because most of the buyers they want uniform fish. If a customer tells you that he needs 1 kilogram of fish averagely, when he gets to your farm, he expects to see the fish each weighing 1 kilogram. If a little above that or a little below that, that will be normal and okay for the customer. But when others are weighing 1 kilograms, we have others who are even starting to reach 500 grams. This, your client or your customer will not like that. And if you are not lucky, you will end up selling your fish cheaper way because they will want to buy them with consideration of the smaller ones. So to avoid this mistake, always sort your fish. Always separate the bigger ones and the smaller ones before selling. And when you are doing that, you are going to have several benefits. Apart from getting them a uniform, you can also have fish selling at different stages. For instance, if you are selling bigger fish, you have bigger fish at this time. While you are selling them, those that you have sorted, they are still growing. At the time you finish selling the bigger fish, these ones are also bigger, and you can sell them. While apart from that, there are other customers, they have different preferences. Some need bigger, let's say 1 kilogram and above. Some need 500 or 800 grams. So if you have them sorted, if someone needs 1 kilogram and above, and you have those fish, someone needs 500 or 800 grams, you have another batch that is also at the same range. That means that you can satisfy all of them, and that means that your customers or your clients will always trust you and they can always come to you for. The second mistake is selling without proper weight. It's just like the first one, but this one is not necessarily sorting or separating the fish. It has to do with selling the fish at the right weight that is required by the customers. For instance, in this part of the country, let's say even Ghana in general and other parts of the world, mostly people prefer table size or smoke size catfish. Let's talk about catfish in here. And the table size has to do with fish reaching 1 kilogram. This is the most common ones buyers prefer. Now, if you are selling your fish without them weighing up to 1 kilogram, sometimes you have difficulties getting people to buy. Here in the northern part of the country, Ghana, we have a lot of market challenges. Farmers produce their fish ready to sell them out without people buying. But the other thing is that we also have people who travel out of the region to other part of the country to buy or to import or to bring catfish into the region just because they believe that the northern parts, most farmers are not able to raise the fish up to their required weight, let's say 1 kilogram and above. Because of that, they resort to outside the fish whilst people struggle with their fish. That is what I am talking about here. So make sure that you keep your fish. If most people at your location need 1 kilogram weight of fish, make sure they keep your fish up to that stage where most of them are weighing 1 kilogram and above, and you can easily get people to sell your fish to. The third thing you have also to note, which is a mistake, is selling out of your fish desperately. There are farmers, because they are desperate to sell their fish, it could be that they have kept the fish for a longer period that they want to get them rid of. That's one reason. Another reason could be that they are fed up with keeping their fish, especially continuously buying feed. Either they are run out of money to buy more feed, or they just feel that they are now wasting their feed. And for that matter, they want to get rid of the fish. That desperation will let you to sell the fish and for customers to buy them the way they want, not not the way you as a farmer want. And that is a problem. I know several farmers who sold their fish out desperately because they needed to get rid of the fish. And for that matter, they bought the fish very cheaper, making them losing great money. So make sure that you exercise patience, do the right way so that your fish will reach the required weight before selling. And when they get to the required weight, don't be in desperation because customers can capitalize on your desperation and buy your fish at cheaper cost. The fourth mistake is depending on middlemen. And this is mostly the case. Most of the farmers, we are unable to get direct consumers. We are unable to sell to direct buyers. There are always middlemen who will come to the farm, buy and give to the customers or and supply to those who need. But one could say, after asking this, what is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? And what is wrong is the fact that these middlemen are also out for profit. So they are also desperate to get something out of that. And for that matter, you cannot get the full price of the fish. For instance, if 1 kilogram of fish is 50 Ghana cedis, I'm giving it, and a middleman is come to buy the fish to give to the consumers, they are likely to buy the fish at 45 Ghana cedis or 40 cedis. And if they are buying them at 40 cedis, it means that you as a farmer, you are losing 10 Ghana cedis in each, while they are getting 10 Ghana cedis. And this, if you are able to get direct market, all these monies will have come to your pocket. That's what we are talking about. But that is not to say that if you don't have or if you can't get direct, don't deal with middlemen. But I am telling you that prioritizing getting direct is very important. If I'm talking about direct, there are people who will get the fish, make them available, or just turn them to consumable. For instance, restaurants, grilling points, those parties point and kill, most of these people, we can say they are direct. But sometimes some of them are also busy. And you also have people between them who buy from the farmers like us and give to those earning those adding value to them. And for that matter, you the farmer, you will not get the final price. We are experiencing like you and I. So always make sure that you try to get direct. But if you don't get direct and you get the middleman, try to bargain very well. So that at the end of the day, you get something, he or she also gets something. And that's the best way. The fifth one is poor relationship with buyers. Most of farmers, they are not honest, they are not committed, and they don't allow communication to flow between them and their buyers. So establishing integrity and establishing trust between you and the buyers are very important. This will ensure continued business with them. This will also ensure that they recommend other people to come to your farm. And for that matter, you will always have people to buy your fish. Most people, when buyers come to their farm and buy, they break the change. But that is wrong practice. Make sure that you have record, and that's the last thing we'll talk about. If nothing at all, have their contact details for follow-ups and to also market to them in future. Because once they have done business with you and they have seen that you are committed, they can trust you and you can easily do more business with them. Another thing I personally do is that I have a WhatsApp platform and other platforms where I bring them together. That way, you can always keep communication between you and them. If you also want to join that platform, we have WhatsApp group, we have buyers and sellers. You can also uh, join or WhatsApp me. The link is the description of this video. I can add you to the page, especially if you're a fish farmer. We share fish farming experiences, not only from us, but we have more experienced farmers on that platform. Apart from that, we are also connecting each other to other networking things. Sometimes you need something, you put it there, someone is there to help you. So try join that group. And if you are not subscribed to this channel, please do so because all we do in this channel to share free facts based on our experience and research. The fifth one is people sometimes allow the buyers to weigh the fish themselves. Take note, if you have trust between your buyer and you know the person has high integrity, fair enough. But what we often do is that the farmer is alone. He is in the pond, harvesting the fish, given to the buyer who is putting them on scale. The unfortunate thing is that some of the buyers, they can do whatever to get their profit or money. So some of them adjust their scales or they manipulate their weighing. And at the end of it, this will be disseminated to you as a farmer. So please try to get a helping hand. As someone or as you are in the pond harvesting, someone is monitoring how the buyers are weighing the fish. And that way, you will be safe. The last thing which I have to talk about is people also sell without keeping proper record. Record keeping is very important. How much fish you sold, the quantity of fish you sold, record all these down. At the end of the harvest, if you are going to calculate how much income you get, it is easy to do that because you have the cost of your expenditure and income. It's easy. But if you don't keep that record, you are just selling, you are just selling, you are just selling. At the end of it, it might be difficult to tell how many kilograms or tons of fish that you have given out and how much have you gotten, and to compare that against your expenditure and to be able to tell whether you are making profits or loss. So keeping proper records is very important. And it is part of the records keeping I mentioned earlier. Keep the records of the customers or the buyers and try to do follow up on them so that in the future when you have fish, you can easily reach out to them and they will buy again. Please, if you have found value in this video, Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like and share. And more importantly, we also have fish farming items, that is guides, in the description. We have DIY filtration and aeration system course where you can enroll and learn yourself how to do filtration and aeration system that can enable you raise your fish without changing the water or without constantly changing the water. Let's put it that way. We also have ebook, and currently we are building an online course, comprehensive one. Check all of these links in the description, enroll in them, and let's grow our fish together. And thank you so much. Once again, my name is Abdulaziz Issa, and this is Falcon Aquaponics. And like I said, all we do in this channel is to share fish farming tips based on our experience and research. Thank you so much for watching.